You know, even as a crafter, I need a little inspiration, and I found mine with this handbag designer, Mary Francis. She's one of my favorite, and I just love the purses that she creates. Each one is unique, it's different, it's individual, it's customized. They're just simply gorgeous. And you know what? It inspired me to embellish my handbag. I found a simple little jean handbag, and I turned it into this work of art. I absolutely love it. So I'm going to show you how you can do the same thing. And you know what? The whole process can be a little overwhelming. So here's what I like to start with. I like to start with embellishments, okay? And this is what I do. I kind of lay it out, and it's kind of like a paint palette, if you will. And I came up with a color scheme. Now, this is what my purse looked like when I started. A simple jean handbag, probably cost me $5. And first thing I did was I cut off the cheapy plastic handle and then stuffed the bag with different types of papers to make it kind of sturdy so that I had a surface to work off of, and then used the jean color to come up with my paint palette here with the trims, some of the embellishments. Believe it or not, this is some of my jewelry that I'm just not wearing anymore. A necklace, a matching bracelet, a brooch, a belt that broke. Look how perfect that's going to be. That's going to be my new handle. And just, you know, other types of appliques that I found where I think this all kind of works really well together. So this is how I started. I started with the basics. I started with the trim. And I love this jean trim because it has kind of all of these embellishments already attached to it. It has, you know, a little bit of like some rings and some little like stuff hanging down. I just thought it was so cute. And I just started wrapping it around the bag. And, you know, I basically take the trim and just kind of pin it on to kind of give myself, you know, something to work off of. And then just started wrapping the bag. And once I found the design that I liked, I attached it with some fabric glue. How easy is that? Now, you don't want to use a glue gun because, first of all, you're working very close with your fingers and pushing in little tiny embellishments and ribbons and fabrics, so you're going to burn yourself. The fabric glue works great, mainly because it's flexible and it'll move with your bag. So I've added basically the foundation of my bag. So now I'm going to add some other embellishments, and here's what I'm going to use. I love these. I just think they're really, really pretty. They're made out of jeans and they're painted and embellished. And I'm going to use them to put on the very end of my bag here. So all I'm going to do is take my fabric glue. And, you know, notice how the ends are all kind of twisted and everything. I love that. I don't want it to be perfectly flat. I want it to be kind of, you know, messy, rocker-like. That's what I like. Okay, so right here on the end of this bag, plus I want to cover up the yucky plastic. And I'm going right over my trim, but that's the point. I don't, you know, this was the base I'm working off of. Okay, you're going to find you've got little embellishments under here. Don't worry about them. Bring them out. Okay, now what I might need to do is take some pins and just anchor them down just a little bit, just to kind of hold it in place until it dries. And I always recommend kind of laying out your design first so you don't start gluing things and then you decide that you don't like it later. So, okay, so far so good. Now with some of my pieces of jewelry, first of all, I have this brooch and I have the pen backing still on it, thank goodness. I'm going to use that to fill in this hole right here. I'm going to kind of put it at an angle right there. I love that. Okay. Now I want to add, let's see, maybe some other embellishments here. Ooh, that looks pretty cool. So while all of this is drying, I'm going to add my handle. And this was a little belt that I had, but it broke. So Now it's going to be my purse handle. And all I'm going to do is, actually I used some of the rings off of this trim and I just snipped them using a little snipper. Just like that, and made them into jump rings. And because I already have all this stuff down here, I'm going to double up on it, make sure, give it a little bit of extra strength. And attach it to my purse. Okay. One strand. There. There's the other strand.
Nice.
Oh my gosh. Hello. My name is Terry Mary Francis. How adorable is it? I simply love it. Now, the thing that I need to do is let this dry completely. Okay, voila. There you go. That's how you can take a very simple purse and with some super simple techniques, turn it into your very own work of art. I love it. Have fun.